What's good, YouTube? This is Rob back with another video. I'm here to give you my top things I do with my Note 9. Now, this video is pretty similar to some of the other top, what you may call, things you can do with your phone. But I kind of made a list so I can help go through this video a little smoothly. Number one on my list is set your display. So first up, go into your settings, head to display, and what I do is I set my screen resolution to WQHD at the highest point. Once I do that, I click done. Boom, my screen is set to its highest settings. Next up on my list, I like to set the sound settings, especially using headphones. Now this only works with wired headphones. It doesn't work with Bluetooth headphones. Go into your sound vibration. Go all the way down to the bottom to advanced. You go into your sound quality. This right here where you can turn on your Dolby Atmos. You can set your customized equalizer so you can get the bass and the treble just the way you like it. Now inside of the sounds and quality and effects area of the settings, you can go down to the very bottom where you see adaptive sound. You click on that and you pretty much follow the directions. You can leave it at default. It's going to ask you some questions. Are you under 30, you're 30 to 60, or over 60, to help personalize your own sound profile. Once you do that, you go in, you follow the directions, you go to a quiet space, put on your headphones, and it does this hearing test where it finds out which ear is stronger, your left or your right ear, by giving you a series of beeps. And if you happen to hear those beeps, you will reply yes. If you didn't hear the beep, you will reply no. This will help tweak whatever headphones you may be listening to help personalize the most richest, cleanest sound while you're listening through your headphones. Next up on my list is I like to set my transitional speeds when it comes to using my phone. I like my phone quick and snappy. Even though this phone do have a lot of RAM, I still want to make sure that sometimes those animations are quick and to the point. So go into developer options, you scroll all the way down, and I'm looking for window animation scale, transition animation scale, and an animator scale. I tick on each one. Either you can turn it off or take it to its lowest point, which is 0.5. You can pretty much make it a lot quicker, or either turn it off by setting this scale to your desired preference. So you get in and out of apps without all of those frilly little movements. Next up on my list, number 4, is set up S Pen features. So what I do is I go to advanced features. At the top it says manage S Pen features. This is where you go in and you can set up things like your S Pen remote. Here you have a series of apps which you can set up 1-click and 2-click commands. So for a camera, a single click, I have it set to take a picture. I have it double click to record video. In the gallery, if I'm looking through a series of pictures, I can single press to go to the next item, or I can double press to go back one item. I also had it set up for voice recorder. Single press, record, double press, it does nothing, and so on and so on. You can go through and pretty much just set your media player, your music player. So other than that, I don't think it works with another music player. I haven't really experimented with another one. I do like to use Power Amp, but I haven't used it since setting up this Note 9. Also, while in the S Pen section of the settings, you can also turn on your Air View, your direct pen input. You can pretty much go through all the little features right here and customize how you want the S Pen to react when you are removing it from the actual phone itself. Number 5, if you're using the Samsung keyboard, you can set the S Pen writing features, handwriting features. So instead of typing your text, you can write your text. To set up the handwriting in your messaging app, when you see the Samsung keyboard, you have the little settings across the top. You click the gear icon. When that opens up, you will see S Pen detection for handwriting pad. You tick that on, and then you're good to go. You go back to the messaging app, see the keyboard. Once S Pen is detached, it switches to handwriting mode. So that's a pretty good feature to set up with your Note 9. Number 6 on the top things I do with my Note 9 is to set up the fingerprint sensor to open and close apps. And you can find that in the advanced feature section of your settings. Go to your settings, hit advanced features, go into your fingerprint gestures, tick that, and you're good to go with your fingerprint gestures. Swipe down, bring down a notification. Number 7 on my list is I go into my lock screen and I set up apps that I want to show on my lock screen. You're in your settings, you go to the lock screen portion, you go to app shortcuts. You have the left side and right shortcut. Tick on the left side. You can pick whatever app you want to show there. Google Chrome. And on the right side, I got the camera. I can change that to, let's say, a social media app. Let's put in Google Plus. And as you can see on the bottom of the lock screen, those apps has changed. Number 8 is another feature I really enjoy. It's called Smart Lock. Now this is where if your phone is in a safe environment or is hooked up to a Bluetooth item, you can call it what they call a trusted device. Your lock will remain open and you won't have to put in a pin or use your fingerprint sensor. Inside the settings, you go to lock screen, you go to smart lock type, put in your pin. As you can see, you can have on-body detection, which is I would not use because this phone can't tell if you're the one that's holding the phone or a stranger. So I wouldn't trust that one. But trusted places, I have it set for my home. And I have trusted devices already set up where it's set to stay open if it's connected to some of my favorite, most used Bluetooth devices. So that's Smart Lock. Number 9 is find a theme that I like to use and customize the phone. This is probably one of the most funnest part of setting up your phone is picking a theme, wallpaper, and various items that you like to use to set your phone up. I use basically all the free ones. It's rare that I catch a paid one that I would probably like to use, but this is a cool way to get familiar with the Samsung theme market. You can create an icon also to stay on your home page so you don't have to go through the settings to get into your themes. But this is number 9 thing that I do when I'm setting up my Note 9. And number 10 is moving heavy apps to my SD card. Now this is something you don't really have to do because this phone has 128 gigabytes of storage. But if you're the kind of person who likes to hoard everything on their SD card and keep your phone a little bit on the clean side, this tip you may like to try. What you do is you go into your settings, go into apps. Once you open up the apps, let me find a heavy app. Usually a gaming app is really heavy. Marvel Champions. This is a pretty heavy app. What I can do is I press change and I will move the storage location to the SD card. On the bottom, tick on move and it will transfer a portion, not the whole entire gaming app, to your SD card. Now, number 1, you gotta have a very fast SD card for this to work. You can't use a cheap one. or it's gonna make the game somewhat sputter a little bit. But this is a thing that I've been doing for a while. If you got Android 8.0 or 8.1 or anything like that, any phone with that newest features, newest items you can do with Android Oreo. Here's another gaming app. This tends to work better with gaming apps. Change the storage location, move it to the SD card. Now the one thing is you cannot remove the SD card. If you remove the SD card, everything will revert back to the internal storage. It will not transfer from phone to phone, nor will any type of gameplay transfer from phone to phone. So this is not a way to store different points in a game and thinking you can transfer your SD card to another phone and pick up where you left off at. It does not work like that. This is just a way to just get a little bit more internal storage on your phone. I think people who have phones with low internal storage can take advantage of this if you're rocking Android 8.1.
On this feature also, if you want to set up your lock screen to have this video on it, what you can do is go to your gallery, take any video you have, hit the three dots at the top, and you can have it set as wallpaper for your lock screen. So that's how you can do the live video lock screen wallpaper. And you can set it to any video you want, and you must use the stock gallery app.
Well folks, that's pretty much it. Those are the top 10 things I like to do with my Note 9 or with pretty much any phone I get when it comes to setting it up, but especially with the Note 9 with the S Pen. So other than that, that pretty much does it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to leave a comment down below. Other than that, I'll catch everybody in the next one. I'm out.